See, if somebody has an issue with how broad structured I am, I can't cut my arm off. No?
That's true.
And if somebody today does not know what I'm dealing with in my life with a health issue or with me going through something in my personal space where it might have reflected that for a bit in my life I've not looked the way they expect me to look.
मैंने वेट पुट ऑन किया, आप मुझे बोलो कि तू बड़ी मोटी हो गई है, तो मुझे पता है मैं मोटी हो गई हूँ, पर मुझे बुरा लगता है ना? वो एक फ्रैक्शन के लिए बुरा लगता है.
Sometimes even critics feel the need to criticize a lot more than they need to because that is important to them. Because उनको कुछ लिखना पड़ता है.
Koimoi.com.
So since हम criticism की बात कर ही रहे थे, how do you guys treat unfair criticism? Out of everything on earth, Arjun, you are body shamed. That's a story with everyone. Tell me, how do you deal with unfair criticism?
You have to realize firstly who is criticizing you. Somebody, like I always say this, उस दिन भी हम बात कर रहे थे, तो the joke is जो लोग criticize करते हैं वो आपको follow करके criticize करते हैं, तो थोड़ा ऊट पटांग लगता है to take that seriously. The quest to become an actor was never to be perfect and impress everybody. You cannot please everybody, so you should not try. Criticism coming in from a healthy place to help you get better or your craft or not appreciating the film that you did, वो सराखों पे because आप पैसे दे रहे हो या फिर आप आज के time पे you're watching it and you're consuming it and giving proper feedback to a film. I respect that. And I'll put it into perspective. Sometimes even critics feel the need to criticize a lot more than they need to because that is important to them. Because उनको कुछ लिखना पड़ता है. It's, sometimes it becomes, you cannot take the excessive nature of criticism also seriously. You have to know your standards. You have to know yourself well enough to realize, okay, I've given my best. I'm working hard. I will work harder. I improve on these facets. See, if somebody has an issue with how broad structured I am, I can't cut my arm off. No?
That's true.
And if somebody today does not know what I'm dealing with in my life with a health issue or with me going through something in my personal space where it might have reflected that for a bit in my life I've not looked the way they expect me to look.
Yes.
As long as it is not hindering the way I connect with you on screen, I cannot take it seriously beyond a point. Yes, I owe it to my profession to look my best. I strive for that. Some days I succeed, some days I have failed. You live and learn, but I cannot take that to heart. It does irritate you because a lot of people are superficial in criticizing. Your performances get negated sometimes, but you get up and you work harder. ठीक है और मेहनत करेंगे यार, because मुझे पता है ना audience ने जब accept किया था पहले तो प्यार दिया. मुझे अच्छा लगता है जब अच्छा criticism आता है, कि यार we liked his work earlier, we wanted to do these kind of films, we appreciate him in this. So I enjoy that criticism also. It helps me grow. But unfair criticism is actually coming from most people who actually follow you, but then like saying things because they feel it gets a reaction. So it's a bit silly.
Yes, that's true. For you, Rakul?
Like Arjun said, it's very important that who is the criticism coming from. I think constructive criticism is great because it's important to, know what everybody feels and it's important for your own benefit to grow, right? Otherwise, how else do you grow? But then there are also people who think that they have the liberty to say whatever and anything and in the age of social media. So you just hear it and then you just let it pass. So I think I pick and choose my critics, and I love to, I think I'm very critical of my own work also. And I love to know what people did not like so that I can work upon myself. But as long as it's limited to being constructive, otherwise then, I just listen from here and then take it out from here.
That's true. For you, Neena ma'am, आपकी तरफ ज़्यादा criticism आता नहीं है, but tell me, it's always good about you.
No, ऐसा नहीं है, आता भी है. इस उम्र तक पहुंचते और इतना काम करने के बाद मैं जानती हूँ कि मेरे कहाँ वीकनेस है, मैं कहाँ कम करती हूँ, कहाँ ठीक करती हूँ, कहाँ ज्यादा करती हूँ. और मैं जैसे रकुल ने भी बोला, मैं अपनी बहुत सीवियर क्रिटिक हूँ अपने आप की. चाहे वो मेरा पहनावा हो, चाहे काम हो, चाहे मेरा खाना हो, चाहे मेरा एटीट्यूड हो. सो आपने कुछ कह दिया, लाइक अर्जुन, थोड़ा सा लगता है अर्जुन ने जैसे कहा, क्योंकि अगर मैंने वेट पुट ऑन किया, आप मुझे बोलो कि तू बड़ी मोटी हो गई है, तो मुझे पता है मैं मोटी हो गई हूँ, पर मुझे बुरा लगता है ना? वो एक फ्रैक्शन के लिए बुरा लगता है. सो आई फील राइट नाउ आई नो वेयर आई स्टैंड. आई नो मैंने कहाँ गलती की. आई नो मेरी जिंदगी में भी मैं कहाँ गलती की, तो अब मुझे इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। अब जैसे मैं जब सरदार का ग्रैंडसन देख रही थी, एक जगह मुझे लगा ये मैं ऐसा क्यों किया, है ना? पर वो मैं किसी को बताती नहीं हूँ, अपने को बताती हूँ कि अगली बार ध्यान रखना है। सो आई हैव कम टू दैट स्टेज।
That's so nice. For you, Kaashvie?
I think word says it all, right? Unfair criticism. So at the end of the day, you just hear from one ear and take it out from the other. And always, I mean, at some level, you need to know who's going to, when you have someone criticize your work or anything, you hear what they're saying. You always hear it out. And then you take what you have to from there. And similarly, if someone's praising you, you take what you have to from there. Now, you balance both your lives out with both these things anyways. It's the positive and the negative. So I think that's how you're just going to have to take it on your chin and move on.
Koimoi.com